On the Oregon Coast Trail, 400 miles, Wexler and I. And the scenery is absolutely gorgeous. It's cold, it's windy, it's hard, it's very poorly marked, but we're learning so much together.
It's been a lot of fun to share this experience with my mom on the Oregon Coast Trail, and I think that it's cool I'm doing it because not a lot of other kids get a chance to do this.
I think in the beginning there was general feeling of overwhelm. There were long, barren stretches of beach. Wexler did not have his walking legs yet. He was suffering with knee pain. We had to stop every 45 minutes so that he could take a rest. And he kept asking me, "Mommy, how many days more do we have?" Started to feel like I had made a horrible mistake, but suddenly everything shifted.
Yeah, if we walk to Tillamook, it's only 28 kilometers, and then once we get there, I can get pulls, and then we can walk the next 10 miles. Oh, I feel like it's going to be a great day. We're going to walk 30 miles.
I had my own struggles physically. It was my feet. After about 5 days, I had a lot of blisters because of poor shoes. Finally, I had to give away the shoes, and the rest of the trip I walked barefoot or in flip-flops. I spent a lot of time while I was walking thinking about parenting and what it's all about. It was very important to me that this would be a trip where Wexler could learn about perseverance and patience. 20% of the trail is pristine forest. I think this was our favorite part. While the beach was absolutely beautiful, the constant, persistent wind and unchanging nature of it made it very hard on the mind. The green, diverse, mossy forest really just added like another dimension. About halfway through the walk, 200 miles in, we started walking through the Oregon dunes.
We are currently entering the dunes.
It was like one big playground. There were times when the scenery looked almost unreal. At some point while we were walking in the dunes, we met these two guys, Jason and Dan, at a hiker-biker campground. They had been on the Pacific Crest Trail, but due to weather, they had to leave and joined the OCT. We walked with them for 5 days, and we actually went through a lot with them. There had not been really any hikers up until this point, so it was refreshing to meet some other folks. On 3 separate occasions, we hit the tide at the wrong time and had to wait it out. One time, nearly 4 hours. Here I am, not necessarily sunbathing, but laying in the semi-warm sand to try and warm up. The cold wind was persistent and unrelenting. We walked an average of about 19 miles a day. We would leave at about 8 in the morning and get into camp around 6 p.m. Generally, we stayed at hiker-biker campgrounds. Wexler would set up the tent. It was my job to prepare the dinner, usually soup, noodles, or rice. Generally, there was a town to restock every 1 to 2 days. I'm not proud about the thru hiker diet. It's basically a lot of packaged and canned food. The thing about hiking up to 12 hours each day is that you need to consume a lot of food. One of my favorite treats was a small glass of wine. Wexler's favorite treat was hot chocolate. And roasted marshmallows.
I'm feeling good. I'm excited.
You've walked like almost 400 miles.
Yeah.
Was it hard?
Yeah. Well, it was hard, like, physically and mentally.
Okay. What do you think if you could say one thing you learned, what would it be?
Patience.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're at the border! We made it! Woo! We walked 400 miles!
Yay! Good job.
Thank you.
I am so proud and grateful to have a son that would do something like this with me. Thanks, sweetie. I love you.
We found this on the beach. It's like a giant thing of styrofoam.